And what up, what's good, guys? So today I'm going to be talking about the 5.3 6 ohms intake manifold. So let me get ready to show you what I got, and we're going to talk about the difference between all of them. Alright, so as you can see here, we have a 2000, 2003, and I believe this is a 2007 or 8 throttle body. These are all 5.3s, straight across the board, so we should be good to go as far as we're going to talk about the difference on all. So here is my 5.3 intake manifold. This came off my truck, and this is the one that came off of Woody's, and that's the one that we got for our spare parts motor / the other 5.3 in the other back truck. So what I want to talk about on this one is, if you notice the difference in mine, I have the drive-by wire, Woody has the drive-by cable, and then they come up to the new one where they got the new drive-by. In between all these, they all look the same, but there are some variations in them that is kind of different. Like if you look here, the fuel rails to me on this one is thicker than the new one. The new one, they kind of like cut it down a little bit, and I believe these injectors, don't quote me, I'm going to probably put them in the bottom of this video, but I believe these injectors are, what, I want to say like 50 pounds or so. I'm not really sure. I'm going to find out, but I know these injectors are like, don't quote me too, I think these are 55 pounds, but you can tell like the difference in the beefier and the fuel rails than this one. To me, this one is way skinnier. I would have rather run this fuel rail because it's way bigger. It seems like it's going to hold more volume, yeah, etc. So yeah, I would rather run that fuel rail onto the newer intake if I had my choice. Let me take his out the equation for a moment because we're not going to really talk about it for his one. Alright, and we're back. Alright, so the biggest difference between both of them is the way how the throttle body faces on both of them. One faces a little bit more up, as you can see with this one. As of that one, just goes straight out flush. Hopefully you guys can get the comparison. So that's the first thing that's different. I'm not sure what these two valves are. I will look them up and post them too in the video. But this one has the plug on top as like this one. But the difference is not, well, this one really, the difference is this one goes straight into the fuel rail. How is mine just goes straight in, and it's got to make all these curved lines and go, I guess, through the back, running off. That's like another like return line, I believe. So that's one of the difference between both of them. For the most part, one is beefier than the other one. I believe, for what I've read up and what I heard, this one runs better and you get more horsepower for, like, you know, out of your bank for buck. You get more horsepower out of this one than this one. This one's a stock one. This one sort of kind of holds you back, but that one runs better for horsepower. What else I want to talk about with this? Pretty much, this is drive-by wire. As I talked to you about, these two are drive-by wire, while this is drive-by cable. The difference in between all three of these is that this one that I own is limited, and the reason why I say it's limited is because drive-by wire goes, you know, you hit the pedal, boom, it accelerates. It opens up. You can get all the whoop, whoop. Oh, why I do that? Whoop, whoop. But on this one's drive-by cable. You can set it up to get it the way you want it to run. I hear that you can get more horsepower out of that because, for the simple fact, out of drive-by cable, because you can set your own RPMs and there's more tuning factors with these two. What I was surprised about between mine and his is that his was a drive-by wire. I thought they all started at like 2005 drive-by wire, but apparently that's not the case. Some of you can get like 2003. You can get to be like drive-by. You can go get him drive-by wire. I prefer drive-by cable. That's just me. But he prefers drive-by wire. It's just that I know more about, just a little bit more about this setup, and I feel more comfortable about this setup than that setup. Computers and all that good stuff. I'm not saying like I'm not technical or anything like that. I'm just not too happy and fond with it. But for the most part, if that's your boat, yeah. Now, as far as you interchangeable, I believe you can change out these two on there, right? But when it comes to this, I also believe you have to get an adapter plate. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws on that one. Mine is 1. I think it's 2 and 3 is another screw on that one. His is also up to the top, the bottom, and the other bottom. So you would have to actually get an adapter plate if you want to run my throttle body on it or something that's a little bit bigger. I got to look at the size specs of these throttle bodies. I believe my throttle body to be a 75. I think this is a 75. I think that's also 75, but for some odd reason this looks like this could be an 85 because it looks a little bit bigger. Now, just the way it looks could throw you off, but that's gonna be the difference in between that. So all in all, what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of things between these throttle bodies that's interchangeable. It's a lot of things you can change on there. You can go for it. Do it. Get a new throttle body, slap it onto your 5.3, change your horsepower gain. I think it's going to change it by like another, give it like extra kick of like 20% more horsepower than what you normally had. So that's good in my book. And on top of it, it flows better than the ones that come on our 3rd gen motors. I forgot to tell you that this one right here is a 4th gen, and this one right here is a 3rd gen. That's also a 3rd gen, but I was surprised about, like I said, that electronic one. So that is my knowledge just with you guys on these intakes. But that's gonna wrap up for today's video. Let me know if anybody's interested in buying this. It is for sale. I'm selling this one right here for $200. Selling this one right here for $150. If you're interested, just shoot me a DM. But you will find this on the marketplace maybe today or tomorrow. I'm not too sure about that one. We shall see. And that's going to wrap up for today's video. So hopefully you guys like that. A little knowledge on these throttle bodies. And you guys take care. Have a good day. Your boy, Big G, I'm out.